Into round number 3. If you did not catch the first 2 games, I recommend you go and watch them, but we are currently 0-2 in our rounds. We've picked up 2 game wins in each of our matches. Each of our matches go into 3 games. So let's just keep on getting at it. Going to lead on the Dream Root Cascade. If we draw a black source, we can pop the Pillage on turn 2. Did not, so we're going to Fabled Passage to get our black source. Deep Cavern Bat from the opponents. Where are they on? Let's see. Not remember how to see what opponent is on, so that's okay. That happens, opponent. At least white-black something, probably another mid-range decks of sorts. They'll likely pick there from opponent. Gets a swamp. I'm going to Glasspool Shore, and we will pillage here. Look at top 6, put something into our hands. Some interesting picks. I think Eldritch Evolution is probably the pick to do a 4-drop into Eldritch Evolution. Unfortunately, cannot cast it right now due to the mana that we've got going on, so maybe that's not the choice. Essence Flux gives us an interesting choice there as a buyback. We also could just get lands, get our mana completely fixed, which I don't love any of these enough. I think I'm just going to get the lands. Can fix our mana here. We've got blue. We need to get a second green source. Probably do green-white as the most likely option here. That definitely dictates what we're doing here. That does too, honestly. Go around the deserted desert. We're going to assemble the team, leaving up the path for the Yawgmoth there. So going into turn 5, a lot of choices. Elesh Norn is great. Shieldred as value might just be good. Same for Tolsmere. I think I do want a 5-drop to play into. Always worth knowing checks if you got an Ephemerate. We do, so Ephemerate also is not a bad pick. With the Saiba in hand, I actually think Ephemerate is the move. So we're going to go for the Ephemerates here. End the turn. The Gix makes me think that this is probably an Orzhov aggro, Orzhov Death and Taxes situation. We're going to path the Gix. That's too much value. Don't want opponent running away with things here. Lion Sash. Lion Sash is annoying. We're going to get green-white, as I mentioned. Temple Garden, Shock. An option here is we can wait for opponent to try to cast, like try to activate this and then go snag the removal spell, but I think I'm going to just Elite Guard Mage here. It's a blocker for the Deep Cavern Bat as well. And pass to the opponent. Lots of choices, lots of lines with this deck. That makes it interesting. Always the risk with the Ephemerates in this situation is if opponent kills this, then we don't have a target for it, and it will stay in exile, which is unfortunate. And they keep highlighting over it a lot, which makes me think that they probably are, but we'll see. Reflector Mage isn't a bad draw. Not a bad draw at all. Time Warp is kind of interesting. Reconfiguring, eh? Quick creature is +1/+1 for each. Opponent can get another thing here. We're not blocking. I'm not buying it, opponent. I'm not biting. Jitte, interesting. We do get the Ephemerate off here, which is great. That is also quite good. So lots of choices here. We can totally fix our mana with Golos, but we don't have... I think most efficiently will probably... We can Reflector Mage, which I think feels like the move here. They can cast the Bat on 2 turns. Let's actually... Peacekeeper, that's pretty efficient. I like the efficiency there. Interesting choices. I don't want opponent casting that Wandering Emperor. Definitely not efficiently. Inquisitor Captain is also quite good, but I'm going to go with the Emperor. Opponent can cast anyways if they want to. So now puts us in a position. Okay, let's see what opponent gets off of Inquisitor Captain. What you got, opponent? Selfless Savior. Okay. Luminarch Aspirant. The opponent's getting a board state here. We're pretty soon going to need to get some real pressure. We could block if we want here, but we're at a place we can just take 3. I could make the opponent pop the Selfless Savior, but I don't think I'm at that point now. Blue, 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 blue. How good is it to Time Warp into Saiba? Blue, 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 blue. Whole deck, that's a very stupid way to tap. When we go combat, we can attack. Okay, so we can either... So we want blue, green, black, white, blue. Thank you, deck, for asking me. I don't understand how it was trying to auto-tap. Doesn't make much sense at all. Now we're going to Saiba. Getting back Ephemerate. And so that's the combo there. Saiba, Time Warp, Ephemerate. Sorry, I kind of had to think through it because we could Ephemerate, Saiba, getting back the Time Warp on next turn. Basically, we're going to be able to loop turns. A way to flyer to push through the damage there. Pretty bad hand here. I think we can do better. Thinking. We'll ship the Spara's headquarters. Yeah, it sounds good to me. I don't need black. I need more blue than I need black. We're gonna go that. I know how to play this game. Lead on the headquarters. Right. Let's go. Green. Go green, white. Playing out the Scrap Gorger. Opponent doesn't kill the Mandork, we can Inquisitor Captain. Really like where our hand's at right now. Really like it. We will Inquisitor Captain here. I'm going to buff up his dude a little bit. I will take it. Let's just go ahead and get that out of here. Opponent does not want me to use my graveyard. World Tree here. Few options. Can Eldritch Evolution for a 6-drop, probably getting Primeval Titan. And honestly, I think that's just going to put us far enough ahead. I could do another Inquisitor, which is interesting, but I think this will just put us like so far ahead that we can just take this over. We already have World Tree, so we are just getting things that will enter tapped. And pass to the opponent. Man, we're in place now. That is pretty good. Yep, got Anguish Unmaking. Makes sense. But we got some mana and stuff happening. Things to work with. Go our turn. Raise a Rich Thicket. Run out the Yarok here. Just making our opponent answer us, which is great. I feel like I've been a lot on the backswing in these rounds, playing catch up, which is okay. Alright, opponent want to take out our World Tree. Is it tapped or untapped? I mean, I don't have an instant, it's fine. Happens, opponent. What do I have? I have all the white, I have all the blue, all the black, so it doesn't really matter. I'll get a forest. I will get a forest, opponent. Get lost. Making me sad, opponent. Let me keep my fun things. But maybe that can draw us into some stuff. Go ahead and pop here. I don't want to play this Glasspool Mimic. I don't really care enough about what they've got going on. But we will do this here. That's beautiful. We will absolutely take that on top of our deck. Pass to you, opponent. Again, we have the Maelstrom Pulse, but I don't I guess I should have, since opponent. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I should have gone ahead and taken out the Viconia there. Yeah, mistake on my part for sure. Especially given that I knew that I had that on top of my deck. Was not thinking. Duplicate, creature card. Getting a Inquisitor Captain. Sounds good, opponent. Exiles creature from opponent's graveyard. Good, my turn. Got 9 mana to work with. Gonna lead on the Acolytes. Only have lands. Womp womp. We're gonna Maelstrom Pulse that guy. How much do I care about Viconia? Shieldred is great. I'm not blocking. Attack you for 3, opponent. Pass the turn. Shieldred's a cool draw there. Bowmasters. Okay. Could potentially be annoying. We'll see. Again for 3, opponent. Oh. Non-token creature, planeswalker. I want to deal with this Viconia now. Opponent's gonna get a 2/2, but that's okay. We are close to locking this in. We're not there yet. We are close. Yes, very, very close. What you got, opponent? People are telling me to cut Teleportation Circle. I just think it's gas. I think it's so good. It's not as good as Soul Hoarder, but also Soul Hoarder can be killed a lot easier. Opponent passing, love to see it. Yeah, let's run it out. Boop. Let's do it. Kill that. It's in my graveyard. Flicker. Let's go with smear friends to the wolves. Guess opponent can do that now. So we're just gonna take out that there. Could try to get value there and like get some things, but honestly I'm at a place right now I don't really need to. Like if I just keep dealing with opponent's threats, which potentially should have done Shieldred. I get a body here. If I had Shieldred, they would not have the 10th Legion. Attacking me for 4. And can become a 5/5. Other creatures have indestructible. Not you have indestructible. Don't want to keep Tolsmere. Don't really need to. So I have the Shieldred. I can get back to Tolsmere if I want to. Alright, my turn, opponents. Land off the top. Combat in a second. Gas, we'll keep it. Swinging out, opponent. All right, you have a 2/2. Opponent can crew and block something, kill it. Choosing not to do that. Get rid of the Bank Buster here. Does opponent have a board wipe? Opponent does not have a board wipe. Good games, opponents. So this is those mid-rangey type matchups really feel in our favor if we can get past any initial aggression that they have. Opponent A. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for joining me for that tournament. Ended up not as good as we would have liked, but we won a match, won 4 games overall, lost 4 games, so 4-4 record. Overall, not the worst. Could be better. Hopefully next time we will get in there and crush this thing. Thank you all for joining me, and check back for more Timeless and Gladiator content coming soon.